CBS47 Action News Jax starts right now.
Right now at noon, jobs and revenue at Jacksport are about to get a big boost. The deal in the works right now at Jacksport to create an international container terminal.
Plus, a local soon-to-be father gunned down in the middle of the day. You're getting a live look at 8th and Hubbard Street, where he took his last breath. And to the left, video of Sky Action News Jax over the scene. The evidence police hope will lead to the person who pulled the trigger. Right now, police are looking for that shooter who they say is still on the run. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Phil Amato.
And I'm Dawn Lopez. Loved ones of Darius Wilcox, you see his picture here, are devastated to learn that this soon-to-be father was killed right outside of a local convenience store. Action News Jax' Brittany Werner joins us live right now there in Springfield. Brittany, this happened not very far, we're learning, from a daycare center.
That's right. It actually happened right behind me, just across the street on that corner. That's where the shooting happened. People tell me who were out here and they witnessed the shooting that it was a school bus that was driving by at the very time that shooting was happening. And I'm just going to walk a few feet to my left so you can see this building that says the Sanctuary. That's a daycare, and there were children inside when this shooting went down. Now, it happened in broad daylight, and that happened on yesterday. This was one of several shootings that have happened in this area this week alone. People in this area told me they're scared. They believe this is gang violence that's been going on because it's been multiple shootings here. The man who died last night was 24-year-old Darius Wilcox. We're told he was a soon-to-be father. Again, he was shot right outside that corner store, but police need your help solving this crime. They are asking anyone who may have been in the area and may have saw a white Dodge sedan, that's what they're looking for, that had black rims and it had multiple people inside. That's what they were told. They're looking for that vehicle. Now, since we've been out here this morning, we've seen several police cars that are riding by, so they have increased their patrols in this area. And actually, if you look to my right, there's one right here. This is about the fourth one that has driven past since we've been here. They're out here. Their presence is much larger than it was previously, but people in this area are worried because these shootings keep happening. We're going to try to talk to some more people who live around here, and we're also going to try to talk to some parents who have children at that daycare so we can get their take on this situation. We'll bring you more later on Action News Jax. Reporting live, Brittany Werner, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
Our Action News Jax legal expert is giving us insight into Brianna Williams, the mother of missing girl Taylor Williams. On Thursday, Williams was moved to the jail from the hospital. Action News Jax law and safety expert Dale Carson says since she tried to commit suicide, she'll be closely watched and in isolation. Carson says for now, Williams will remain in jail. She'll even eat in her cell, likely only leaving it to speak with her public defender.
She'll be in isolation until they determine that she's no longer a threat to herself or, in some circumstances, other people.
Right now, Williams is being held on a $1.1 million bond. She's scheduled to appear before a judge for the first time on December 4th.
And the community is invited out tomorrow for a vigil for missing 5-year-old Taylor Williams. Her mother, Brianna, is right now facing charges of child neglect and lying to police. You see her mugshot on the left-hand side of your screen there. Remains were found near Brianna's hometown in Alabama. They have not been positively identified yet.
There's some new video of the groundbreaking for a project bringing thousands of jobs to Jacksonville. Action News Jax told you back in March when the Jacksonville Port Authority Board signed a $238 million deal with SSA Marine to create an international container terminal. New at noon, Action News Jax Beth Russo explains when local families will start seeing the effects of that new terminal.
More than 1 million of these containers make their way through Jacksport every year. That number is about to get even bigger with a new international container terminal on Blunt Island.
Jacksport has got proximity, it's got good access.
Maritime Administrator Admiral Mark Busby says the $238 million expansion and update is necessary to keep the port competitive. Now the port will be able to service larger container ships coming from Asian and Pacific lines. It goes hand in hand with a channel deepening project that's 2 years ahead of schedule.
All the other ports are deepening their channels, improving their facilities. It's something that you need to do to stay in the game.
The new terminal is expected to create or protect 3,500 jobs in the first 10 years of the contract. It's expected to bring in $158 million over 25 years.
We welcome this. This is what we do.
Vincent Cameron, Jacksport Union president, says it means more work for his crews, but they're up for the challenge.
We offload that cargo, then it goes to the warehouses and the storefronts, and those folks are working too. So it just don't start with us.
Right now I'm learning how this project could expand and bring even more growth to Jacksonville. All of that all new on Action News Jax at 5. Reporting at Jacksport, Beth Russo, Action News Jax.
A friend says she may have been the last person to speak with a missing woman from Fleming Island. This is Susan Malden. Deputies say she was last seen on October 23rd, and now they believe she's in danger. Deputies have named a contractor she hired, Corey Binderham, on the right there, as a person of interest in her disappearance.
Only on Action News Jax, take a look. A car just feet away from crashing into a local apartment complex, and neighbors say this isn't the first time. In the video, you can see bushes just wiped out here from that crash on Winterwood Drive in Atlantic Beach yesterday. Neighbors tell Action News Jax that this is a scene they're actually used to.
This seems to be a common occurrence. There's another hole here that's happened in the past. We've had other wrecks. We had a sanitation truck that flipped a couple of years back.
So we set out to see for ourselves and found during crash hours, I should say during rush hours, drivers were going 10 to 15 miles over the 45-mile-per-hour speed limit. We have reached out to the Florida Highway Patrol to learn if any safety upgrades are being considered. When we hear back, we'll let you know.
Well, the Jags have their work cut out for them against their division rival on Sunday. A win would tie them with the Titans for third place in the AFC South. Your official Jaguar stations, of course, rooting for them all the way. Join us Sunday morning for Countdown to Kickoff at 11:30 on CBS47. That's also where you can watch the game. In Memphis, we'll have post-game coverage on Facebook and in the Action News Jax mobile app.
Giving you a live look out at St. Augustine, and that's where the annual Nights of Lights will kick off tomorrow night. So this weekend, the city will come to life with millions of twinkling lights. That brings thousands of visitors to the ancient city. Lots of sunshine there right now, but it's the 26th annual Nights of Lights. Action News Jax Alicia Tarancon spoke with visitors on why this popular event has become a tradition that brings people back every year.
Plenty businesses are already getting ready for Nights of Lights. If you check out the Casablanca Inn and the Teeny Martini Bar, you'll notice that they already have a bunch of ornaments out as well as lights. Now, if you look up on top, you'll notice they even have a big, giant Christmas tree.
Ornaments, Christmas trees, strings of lights hanging from above. It's almost that time again. The 26th annual Nights of Lights is getting ready to light up the city. The event draws in thousands of people, including this couple from Virginia.
It brings around the holiday spirit, and so it gets you in the mood. The lights are gorgeous. The trolley rides are fun.
I reached out to the city and the Visitors and Convention Bureau. They don't track how much money this event makes each year, but Phil McDaniel, the past chair of the Visitors and Convention Bureau, says its popularity is huge for local businesses.
We know that for the gauge that we use is our bed tax collections, and typically they go up during the holiday season, so we see a very nice economic impact.
Police officers will also be out in full force starting tomorrow in downtown St. Augustine to keep everyone safer during the event. This tradition is one that keeps bringing the Bighams back each year.
The lights are beautiful. St. Augustine's beautiful. We're actually married here at the Lightner Museum, and we just love St. Augustine.
And coming up at 5, we'll take a look at why the city decided to extend Nights of Lights this year. Reporting in downtown St. Augustine, Alicia Tarancon, CBS47, Action News Jax.
Taking a live look from Washington, D.C. now, where in about an hour, the White House will hear from all sides of the e-cigarette epidemic. Now, in the meantime, the administration appears to be backing off of a crackdown on the industry. The president is scheduled to meet with vaping industry executives and public health advocates for a listening session on teens and vaping. New data shows more than 5 million U.S. teens are now vaping. The White House says that a federal crackdown could still be coming. The vaping industry says that a federal ban will result in a lot of job losses and potentially hurt the president at the polls.
Public hearings in the impeachment inquiry of President Trump, meanwhile, appear to be complete now, and Democrats are likely moving toward a House vote on impeachment in the coming weeks. The matter now moves to the House Judiciary Committee, with a full impeachment vote by the House likely coming just before Christmas, and then moving over for a Senate trial. House Democrats believe the Intelligence Committee has built a solid case. They say they've proven far beyond the original whistleblower complaint that President Trump and his administration withheld a White House meeting and military aid to Ukraine.
The president has used his office for his own personal gain, and in doing so undermined the national security of the United States.
The president says the hearings have been politically motivated and continues to call the entire investigation a sham.
Listen carefully to this. Camden County deputies want you to button up your Disney Plus account. They say that hackers are getting into the site and then gaining access to users' private accounts. So to keep your account safe, they say never reuse passwords. And if you do, make sure that you make a new one. Be sure that it's far different from the original so the hackers won't be able to quickly figure it out. And this isn't just happening in Camden County. Thousands of Disney Plus users across the country say that they were logged out of their accounts and then their passwords were stolen by hackers, then put up for sale on the dark web. And they're being sold from anywhere from $3 to $11. Disney Plus costs customers $6.99 a month.
From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Garrett Bedenbaugh. Right now, looking at a cold front approaching the area. If it impacts your weekend plans with some showers, that's in the updated First Alert 7-day forecast.
And ahead at noon, be sure to check the pantry for your snacks. Why the maker of Cheese Mix is asking you to return the product or throw it away entirely.
Plus, a man saves a driver from an exploding car. The dramatic rescue all caught on camera.
What to watch tonight, brought to you by Ashley Home Store.
New this noon, local leaders are breaking ground on a brand new VA clinic, and these are renderings of what that building will look like. The Veterans Council of St. Johns County tells us that there are about 23,000 veterans in the county. As Action News Jack's Lorena Inclan reports, this clinic will help the Veterans Council expand their services.
Right now, the St. Augustine VA Clinic groundbreaking ceremony is happening. You can see behind me that the crowd is gathered. Many people will be speaking right now. They just finished singing music for the veterans, many of them in the crowd, and excited for this new chapter of a brand new clinic in their community. They've been going to a temporary location in the meantime, but today, as you can see over here off to our left, they've got shovels where the governor will participate in the ceremonial groundbreaking. We also have Congressman John Rutherford here today, but this has been a long way coming, many years in the making. Coming up next at 5, we will show you the history of what got us here and what the veterans are looking forward to. We'll also be speaking with the family of Leo C. Chase, a veteran whose name will go on that building that will be built right here at this location just off of 207. Reporting from St. Augustine, Lorena Inclan, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
You have to see this, a dramatic rescue caught on camera. One man pulls another from an exploding car, saving his life. We have it highlighted here, and watch, and you'll see a spark of flames. The surveillance footage capturing that event as it unfolds in Stafford Springs, Connecticut. And watch again as the car approaching the train track seems to spontaneously just burst into flames here. Within seconds, the whole car is on fire. Now, all while the driver is inside. A Good Samaritan saw what happened and bravely dragged that man to safety right before it was too late, Phil.
And you wonder what caused it to explode. Boy, well, check your pantry. Select boxes of cheese nips are being recalled. Mondelez Global Company is pulling 11-ounce boxes of cheese crackers off the shelf. It's due to the potential presence of plastic pieces. The affected boxes were distributed to retail stores nationwide. The best use-by dates are May 18th, 19th, and 20th, 2020.
All right, cooks, as we get ready for Thanksgiving and getting that turkey ready next week, federal health officials are releasing a final report on the recent salmonella outbreak linked to raw turkey products. So just some things for you to keep in mind. So this widespread 2-year outbreak made more than 350 people sick around the country, and new cases continue to be identified. And the CDC says that it's very important to handle and thaw your raw turkey, of course, safely. And here's what you want to do. You want to cook it thoroughly at 165 degrees. I keep one of those thermometers in the drawer at home. Only bring it out really during the holidays, but be sure to have one of those too.
We're working on much more for you ahead on CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax at 5:45. Action News Jax anchor Tanika Hughes has a preview.
Shoppers are confused about misleading food labels in grocery stores. Food labels like natural, GMO-free, antibiotic-free, grass-fed, and more. Action News Jax breaks down what's real and what's not to help you make choices at the grocery store for Thanksgiving. Today at 5:45 on CBS 47 and Fox 30.
Now, certified Jacksonville's most accurate forecast. Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
I'm First Alert meteorologist Garrett Beaton. Right now we're in the mid-70s here at noon. Low 70s for you in, say, Folkestone, mid-70s in McClenny, and mid-70s at Fernandina Beach. It's a pretty nice autumn afternoon, right? Above average temperatures here at the noon hour. A live look from Riverside on the Action News Jax First Alert Skycam network here. We got mostly clear skies with a few puffy fair weather cumulus clouds. That's about it as we look across the St. Johns River. By about 5 o'clock or so, we'll still be in the low 70s when folks are getting ready to head home from work, but any evening plans will be in the 60s here in Jacksonville, low 60s by 8 o'clock. It'll be a dry one, too. You can see right now there's no rain on satellite and radar composite here. Some clouds offshore, clouds to the west, and a cold front to the west as well. As we zoom out and show you where it is, it's still back to the west of us. Now, by tomorrow night, it'll be here over northeast Florida and southeast Georgia. And we'll see some showers on First Alert Doppler HD. But right now, it's dry using street-level mapping here across Duval County. Friday night blitz forecast for tonight. It will be dropping into the 60s, dry and near 60 by the end of the games at 9 o'clock. Action Sports Jax has all of your highlights, of course, at 10 and 11 tonight. In the morning, I'll see you at the McKenzie's run at TIAA Bank Field. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s in the morning. Mid mid-70s by lunchtime downtown for tomorrow. Action News Jax, a proud media sponsor. And Deck the Chairs Saturday night if you're going out there to enjoy that. Some building clouds, but all in all, it's going to be dry for that event for tomorrow at Jacksonville Beach there at the Seawalk Pavilion. We'll see temperatures down into the mid-60s by 8 o'clock. And then if you're not going there, maybe you're going to the Nights of Lights, the opening ceremony. Temperatures going from the 70s at 4 o'clock down through the 60s. But again, it's going to be dry for tomorrow with increasing cloud cover through the late evening hours. But a pretty nice night to light up the lights in Jacksonville Beach and in St. Augustine. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast, pretty much detailing that dry forecast here by 4, 5, 6 p.m. And then there come the showers along and ahead of the cold front from Waycross to Lake City between 10 and midnight. And then midnight to 2 a.m. around Jacksonville over to Brunswick and down through Gainesville, approaching St. Augustine near or after 2 a.m. or so and moving off to the south and east. Your Sunday's pretty much going to be dry, so you don't have to worry about the weather. It's a good time, but it has to come on the weekend overnight. So we'll be in the upper 70s tomorrow to near 80 degrees, but mainly dry. Those nighttime showers. Then back to the 60s for Sunday, 40s in the morning on Monday, and then Thanksgiving travel will be building highs back to the upper 70s before a cold front knocks us down to the low 70s on Thanksgiving Day. You can always get this forecast right there throughout your weekend at actionnewsjax.com and join Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish beginning at 5 p.m. on CBS47 at Fox 30 Action News Jax.
Can't imagine seeing this, but it's coming. A new futuristic vehicle rolling out to the streets. But today, the product is getting some backlash why the unveiling didn't go as planned.
Plus, Victoria's Secret will not have its annual fashion show, what the company wants to focus on instead. Tesla unveiled its all-electric pickup truck last night, but the futuristic electric vehicle didn't live up to almost all the hype. We'll tell you what we mean right here. Demonstrating the vehicle's durability here, the sledgehammer test went off as planned. Everything good there, but you could see the so-called armor glass shattered. Tesla's newest Cybertruck is expected to start at just under $40,000. Elon Musk says we're going to have to fix this in post. Production is expected to start in late 2021.
Oops. Well, clipped wings, Victoria's Secret's annual fashion show won't happen this year. The brand says that it wants to evolve the marketing of Victoria's Secret. The lingerie store has seen a recent decline in sales, and the show has also had significantly lower ratings since its debut in 2001. We'll be right back.
New at 5, a local woman had to learn to walk and talk again after nearly dying in a crash. The emotional reunion with the men and women who helped save her life.
Pretty good weekend shaping up here. Upper 70s, band of showers overnight Saturday into Sunday.
Awesome.
Enjoy it, everyone.
White Hours next.